Well, a big storm is coming into the central U.S. That's going to take a few days of severe weather and wintry weather for the north. So the next storm system is coming out of the Pacific Northwest. This is going to create a couple days of severe weather. We already have ongoing severe weather for the southeast today, the day one outlook. So multiple days of severe weather. It is definitely mid-spring and wintry weather still for the northern states. So rain and snow will develop for the Dakotas, Iowa, Minnesota tomorrow, but then we're going to watch thunderstorms on the warm side of this system develop both late tomorrow and then again late Wednesday, creating a multi-day severe weather outlook. And then another storm system by the end of the week could create more severe weather for the south and east. But it's going to be wintry weather for the north. We're talking about potentially a foot of snow for parts of Minnesota and along the north shore of Lake Superior, and of course more mountain snows from this system as well. And a lot of moisture. March has been pretty active so far for areas that were pretty quiet much of the winter. More than a couple of inches of rainfall possible from Missouri, Illinois, Ohio, Indiana, but also in the wintry side of that system, 1 to 2 inches of liquid equivalent water potentially. So we do have an enhanced risk of severe weather today from basically New Orleans all the way through Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia into the Carolinas. Slight risks surrounding that. So again, we have ongoing thunderstorms, and then these will continue to move into an unstable air mass and produce mostly a wind threat today. Always the chance of a tornado, but the significant tornado parameter pretty low and confined to the south. But we are going to be looking at the potential for some pretty high wind gusts out of these storms as they continue to spread east and southeast here. These are all pretty severe wind gusts that you see in yellow, orange, and red. So particularly South Carolina through Georgia, Alabama, and into southern Mississippi, we could see some pretty strong winds. And then a powerful jet stream with this next storm that's going to be coming in. This is going to create a lot of shear. This is when we're going to start to see better chance of tornadoes here in the central U.S. So shear values really pick up here in a large area where those storms will be developing late tomorrow and then again on Wednesday. So slight risk for severe storms from Iowa all the way down into Texas tomorrow. And potential tornado threat too. We're going to be watching particularly southeastern Kansas into Oklahoma, southwestern Missouri. So again, tomorrow midday, it's going to be snow and rain on the north side of this system. And then we'll be watching to the southeast as storms start to develop Nebraska and Iowa first, and then continue to develop further south into Kansas, Oklahoma, and Missouri into the overnight hours. And that's where we'll have that greatest tornado threat into early Wednesday morning. In fact, the significant tornado parameter gets pretty high here into Oklahoma and Kansas. This is by 8 or 9 p.m. Tuesday. Pretty high values there. So we'll be looking for the potential for tornadoes on the southern end of that severe threat, more of a wind and hail threat on the northern end of that threat. And then that area moves eastward as we head into Wednesday night. Missouri, Arkansas, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, and then western Kentucky and Tennessee. An enhanced risk already out there for Wednesday into Wednesday night, and pretty high significant tornado parameters. So once again, we're watching areas that got hit last week for already an enhanced risk here a couple of days out and a better chance at seeing some tornadoes. So classic spring storm system, 2 of them this week moving through.